Hey everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute podcast. So we're going to do this little bit of a Saturday morning frequency one, just to answer some questions. Jackson's like, we should do another podcast this week so we can answer that some of those questions that people sent in. So I think it was interesting. I know we filmed this on YouTube now, don't we, Jacko?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Jackson's going to actually jump in today. Jordan's not here.
Hello, everyone.
I was watching the vlog the other day, Jack, the first vlog that we did on YouTube. I had all lines on my face from the CPAP mask that I wear, like all down the side.
I don't notice them.
Yeah,
I think you're the only one that notices them.
See them. Yeah, it's like all lines. I love the CPAP mask, I have to say.
Yeah, I know. You don't stop talking about it.
So good. It's the best. I reckon CPAP sold hundreds of things. You know how many people text me to get the model of it?
You should ask for a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, I'm sponsored by CPAP, Old People's Mask. So I put a poll up the other day and it was about who wanted another podcast on frequency. It's probably like a thing we'll talk about a lot over the years, but I think it was like just under 90% said yes, and then 10% plus said no.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the majority wins, so I guess we'll do another one.
The people who don't want to know about it can hang out with Jordan. So, yeah. So, well, the reason I like to talk about it is it's really where it's where success is. People talk about hard work. They talk about, networks. They talk about your environment and all this, but frequency is actually how you create the results in your life. That's why I like talking about it so much, because it's a lifelong thing. It's literally a lifelong practice. Sensitivity, understanding how it all links together, your thoughts, your moods, your outcome, your results. You can actually watch it. And once you put your energy lenses on your eyes and you understand that this is an energy space, like it's an energy world, everything that we're experiencing is an energy reflection. It's an alignment with who you are, what you're vibrating, the frequency you're sending out, the response you're getting from the universe. So when you're walking forward in the day, so when you're moving ahead every day, so from this moment to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, you're aligning with the energy that you're throwing forward. So that's calling the next lot of circumstances into your life. So if you really think about that, you are 100% painting the picture of your life moving forward. So where you end up in 6 months' time has today your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions and your moods and your choices and all of that. You will meet them one day down the track, 1 week down the track, 6 months down the track, 12 months down the track, 5 years down the track. So you are completely responsible for the life that you're creating down there. I find that intriguing. I really do. I've watched your life, Jackson, completely change from 2 years ago when you were drugging up, drinking up, this and that, and you were the unhappiest I've ever seen. You were the most unhealthy I've ever seen. You were completely headed in a different direction in life, and now you turn the whole thing around by choice, action, frequency, vibration, all of that sort of stuff. And now, what did you say this morning when I got here?
I was in a good mood.
Yeah, you didn't say that. What did you say?
I felt great.
I feel so good.
Yeah, I feel good today.
I feel so good. That's the key. He goes, that's the first thing you said to me when I walked up the stairs here at the factory. You said, I just feel so good. You know what you're doing? You're meeting your next lot of your energy self just a little bit further down the track, and you're going to line up with that good feeling because you're throwing energy forward, throwing it. It's the best way to see it. You're throwing that energy forward, and you're just going to have good opportunity, good circumstance, good event, good rendezvous, good everything, one after the other after that. The key is now, Jack, you got to hold that vibration all day.
Yep.
That's the key.
That's the hard part, I think.
That's the hard part. That's why I talk about it. It's because it's like going to the gym. So I worked out here last night, and it was later than I usually do, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I was just here by myself, and I was like, music's on, doing my thing, and I did shoulders. And it was a pretty good workout, like it was pretty good. I actually had my shirt off here. Which I don't do anymore.
Yeah, I know you don't.
But no, I did. Because but I did a pretty good workout. Got out of here about 7:30. After this, I had a quick sauna, and after that, and then, but my shoulders look no different than the day before. No different. But there's a slight difference. Just a little bit. Took a lot of energy, but a little bit. And if I do that again, and this morning I thought I really need to be doing each muscle group twice a week now if I want to create the summer body that I see in my mind. So even though I saw not much change, and energy is the same, energy management is exactly the same. You want to double your results at work, it starts with your energy management today, and your excitement, your this and that. You've got to hold the position of the feeling of the result that you want. So hold the position. What does it feel like to double the results at something? So as like you've achieved something, let's say you want to write, I don't know, let's say you want to sell 10 houses a month if you're a real estate or anything. If you sell shoes, you want to sell 50 pairs of shoes in one day. Let's say you do that. How does it feel?
Feel amazing.
You get the end of the day and you're like, what does it feel like, Jackson? Explain it to me.
Well, it feels like you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Yeah, but do you go, oh, yes, I accomplished that today?
No.
What do you do?
No, you go home and you...
Yes! At the end of the day, yeah.
Like you're happy.
Woo! Yes!
Yeah.
So that feeling that result is nothing more than having that feeling first and then taking action to match it. But you got to have the feeling, because if you're thinking to yourself, oh, there's not many people coming in today. Oh no, it's rainy outside. I don't even think people will be shopping today. If that's the vibe you've got going on around your shop, your energy is going to fill that shop everywhere. People are going to, you'll only get cranky people coming in. You get people come in and won't even buy anything. You'll have people coming in and just looking around your shop. They don't want shoes. They're like, oh no, just browsing. No.
So you're saying like your energy is pretty much magnetic, like you bring in what you're feeling.
That's all that's happening. You're just literally stepping into everything that matches your energy from what you're giving out. That's how important it is to what you said. The secret to your life, the most successful life, Jackson, is feeling like you said when I walked up the stairs every minute of every day.
Yeah.
Every minute of every day. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard, because you walk out of here and the next door neighbor parks you in.
Yeah.
Friggin' hell, I'm going to go get my shotgun. I'm going to go chase this guy down. La, 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 la. I'm going to go slash his tires. Look, how can you do that again? Then you're totally lost your position. You're totally lost that excitement, that double the results feeling, this and that. It's easy to do it for 2 minutes. Try to do it for 20 hours with all the circumstances of life. And it takes practice. It takes so much practice. That's why I talk about it. Let's do some questions, Jack.
There's a few here. Do I say their name, obviously?
Yeah.
So this one's from Belinda. She said, tips for maintaining your frequency when your partner isn't in a good headspace. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I thought so too.
Because it's so easy to be like, oh, this is so annoying. That annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things here. It's like, you can't be real fake, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't be, affirmations are not that great. Right. And this has got not to do with the question, but it's a good example. So let's say you're not feeling good. Let's say you're angry and you go, and your affirmation is, I feel blessed and loved today. You know, the affirmation cards. Do you know what affirmation is? Your affirmation is like, I am wealthy. I am wealthy.
Right.
It's like a statement that you make.
Yeah.
So let's say you're angry because Jackson didn't turn up for work today because he's been out drinking.
Yeah.
Let's say that happened.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, friggin' Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm that angry. But I have an affirmation card that I've got to do in the morning, and it says, I feel blessed and love my life.
You won't want to do it.
The vibration is so different than that.
Yeah.
So different. So you can't really be fake around it. Like it's like a bit of a fake energy. It's like too far away. You can say it, but you don't mean it. You're not really vibing it.
Yeah.
So if your partner is at a lower headspace, you just have to accept them for where they are. And here's how it's like. So the most dominant energy rules.
Yep.
All right. And you got to picture it like this. So the most dominant energy will rule. If you stay steady and in your own vibration, because I can't control your vibration. I didn't say, Jackson, you be in a good mood today.
No.
If you're not in a good mood and I say, Jackson, be in a good mood,
it'll make me in probably a worse mood.
It does.
Yeah.
And what will happen is if I'm focused on your energy, my energy will probably start to get unsettled because of you, because I'm focused on your lack of energy.
That's happened a few times, I think, as
It
well.
has. We've had fights in here.
Yeah,
we had one a few days ago.
Full fight.
Because you were like being like a tired teenager, and I like hit the roof.
Yeah.
And my energy ended up going like that. So that's exactly a good example.
Yeah, it's exactly example.
That's right. But I went to the car, set it down, came in about 20 minutes later, re-centered the energy.
Yeah.
And off we went again. And you actually came with my energy then.
Yeah.
So if your partner is in a not so great headspace, is that what it says?
Yes. Like how do you keep your headspace there when your partner isn't?
Okay. You have to, okay. If you want to be with them. So I don't know if like sometimes you can try and make yourself be with someone and you're just like, I just really don't even like you that much.
Yeah.
But let's say you do. Let's say, Tara does. Tara gets cranky sometimes.
I'm well aware,
You will live with a Jackson.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's a little cranky pants.
Yeah.
You know, or moody. She's going through lots of different things in life at the moment. And sometimes she's like up and down like a yo-yo. But I genuinely love her. You know, so do you.
Yeah.
And sometimes you walk in and you go, what the hell is wrong with Tara?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she'll just be cranky as.
Yeah.
But because we appreciate her, we look at her through different eyes.
Yeah.
But I don't try and go and fix her. I don't try and do anything. I just accept her and I try and stay in the best feeling thing I can. So I'm focused on not so much trying to fix her at all. I'm focused on, like today, training. Okay, here's a good example actually. I woke up and Tara had a terrible sleep. She's got the dogs in the bed. I slept in the other bed. Yeah. Because it was like, I wriggled too much, all this sort of stuff. I went in and said, morning. I've had the worst sleep. She was like, I could tell she was just cranky as. Yeah. Bear was barking. The dogs were jiggling, this and that. Yeah. Blah, blah. And I was like, everything all right? You okay? Like, yeah, you're right. Just want to lay in bed. Like, I don't get too involved in it. Yeah. And I don't try and change her. I'm just like, do you need anything? I'm just going to go do a podcast. Yeah. Are you okay? Maybe you just need to sleep a little bit more. And I try not to like get pulled into it too much. Yeah. Because I know if I just leave her, she'll work herself out. And I think that's the key. But if you stay steady as you can on your own journey, because you can only focus on you. If you can stay steady as you can on your own journey, they're eventually going to go, oh, I like the feel of them. They're going to look at you and go, I like the feel of them. They're a constant in my life. Yeah. And they're either going to acclimate to you. They're do you know what acclimate means? Yeah, like they're gonna the same as you. They're gonna like start you do this a little bit with me now. I used to annoy the hell out of you. Yeah. Now you start like going, oh, like Dad gets up, he goes to the gym, he goes to this, his life's like pretty steady, and you choose not to drink because I do all this stuff, and see how you're acclimating to a lot. You go back 3 years to you, Jack. Oh, it was you and I were like way different energy
Polar
things.
opposite.
And I used to annoy you, you used to annoy me, blah, blah, blah. I've stayed steady on my path, and now you've opted to take a lot of what I do into your life, and your life is really pumping along.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's the best.
Yeah, you got new opportunities. You're going out tonight. You got all this sort of stuff going on. Money in the bank. You got all this sort of things happening. Yeah, because you've opted to acclimate to an energy that you weren't at before, or your brother's done the opposite. Yeah, your brother has totally disconnected into another way and disappeared.
I was the same at his age though.
But see how it's. And what I was going to say to what's her name?
Belinda.
Belinda. Same thing's going to happen. Belinda, you just have to learn about energy frequency in your own life and how it's going to get better and better and better and better and better and better. Appreciate your partner. If you love them, which I'm sure you do, appreciate your partner. See the good things that's already there. Focus on the things that are steady in their life, whatever. If they opt to be at a different frequency, you can't change that. You've just got to stay steady in your own. They will either merge to you or they will disappear. One of the two, I guarantee it.
Yeah, sorry, Jordan just wrote a silly question here. They're all quite similar. Okay. I don't know if this is sort of like the last one, but I think it's a good one. How to use frequency to attract... it's from Tizzy. How to use frequency to attract a good quality guy. I've been trying to, but it's not working out.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the last one a little bit.
You know, you don't need to use frequency to attract it. And this is when I was getting ready this morning. I was like thinking, I need to say this part. You can't use it on purpose. Like it's not like I'll feel like this to have this. As soon as you lose that part of it, you'll have everything you want. So, and it's a very general feeling. So, and determination is a bit like the opposite. So I'm going to get my energy like so good. That's like the opposite frequency. That's not a good frequency. When you're determined to do something, it's like, it's sort of all right, but it's like, it has a very tense feel about it. You've got to see frequency as like a softish, longish process. And what I mean by softish, longish, like when you feel very easy about life and you feel like you're not looking for the outcome. When you look for the outcome, you actually sort of push it away. So when you feel easy, so like today, so when I come and do this, I don't think about, I try and make it good at all. Like I just think about, I'll just in the moment talking about it. And if it ends up fantastic, it ends up fantastic. But if I was like, every time I want to do a podcast, I want to make it the best ever, like as in, I want people to be so impressed by it, you would actually be trying too hard.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
You would feel it. Like it wouldn't flow right. So I don't have any of those thoughts, even though I'd love one day for millions of people to listen to the 31-minute podcast. That's the last thing on my mind. When I'm here, I'm just in the moment talking about what I know from the heart. It's different. Like it's not the outcome I'm not thinking about. It's like when you go out, you're going out tonight, but you're actually going out with some people.
Yeah.
It's like when you go out and you're looking to meet someone. Like you want to hook up with someone.
Yeah.
And Jackson's smiling right now because he knows what I'm talking about. And it's weird talking about that with your dad.
Yeah.
But it's like when you go out looking for a girl or a guy, whatever, it's like if you're looking to hook up with someone, you don't. You go home empty-handed.
Never happens.
But when you're out, I heard the best thing. I saw a TikTok video the other day and it said the way to pick up a girl is, I wasn't looking to pick up girls. It was just on the scroll. And it was a girl talking about the way to pick up, a guy should pick up a girl or meet girls is to go out with a few friends, not just one, a few friends, and totally not pay attention to any girls. And she was saying girls will be attracted to that.
It works every time. Like, if you just go
have fun with their friends, not be like, you know, looking over across the bar and like staring one down and trying to get her attention. Yeah. She was saying that just going out and enjoying yourself is actually very attractive to women.
It's an energy thing, right? Because
you don't want it.
Yeah, it draws them in because you're just there having a fun time, not being a creep or a perv or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a bit like that with everything to do with energy. As soon as you turn off the need, you will have the match. And the need is like, if I do this, I'll get that. That's the completely opposite thing to do with frequency. That's why I focus on my own journey and feeling good. And when you're feeling really good and excited and you're just like, you don't need something, it's the best thing to think about. When you don't need it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
When you don't need it, you get it. When you're looking for it and trying to manufacture it and make it happen, you'll never get it. You'll never be the right match. And I said to you ages ago when you were having difficulty with your last ex-girlfriend, not the one just now, the one before.
Yeah.
The one you've been with for a long time, and you were like almost going to go back there because it's so easy to.
Easy
and like
path.
Jackson, become the man that you want to become, and you will have the match of the person that you want. They'll just come into your world at the least expected moment.
And it happened. It worked.
It happened, yeah. And now you guys have put that on ice.
Yeah, just for a bit. See how it goes,
Because, you know, you're at the next phase now, and then you're going to go do your thing in Sydney tonight, and it's like you will just keep going from strength to strength, from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity to opportunity, because you are becoming it's a universal law. So you have nothing to worry about. The perfect match in your life will be drawn into your world 1,000,000% when you are focused on just becoming the best version of you. They will match you. Have the desire, for sure. I'd like to meet someone one day. And don't do a list. Girls are classics at doing a list. I want him to be 6'3". I want him to be brown hair. I want him to be this and that. I want him to be this. Got to earn this much. Got to live here. You can sort of want all of those things a little bit, but don't put them don't make them the front and center of your requirements. You want someone to match your highest frequency, and when you do, all of the other things will be taken care of. Because they'll have this essence that you'll be so drawn to, and they'll be so drawn to you, that it's like addictive. That's the thing. And the universe answers everything that you want every time, but it answers it vibrationally. And that vibrational frequency is at a different frequency than you have now, because you aren't experiencing it right now. So your job is to upgrade or upstep or up vibrate your frequency to meet those things. And that's a constant evolving process. That's why I talk about it all the time, because there's so many layers and so much little bit more, and even down to holding your moods when someone's upset you. You try not getting upset when someone's upset you.
Very hard.
You try it.
You can't.
It's life mastery. This is why we're talking about it. How long have I talked about? I've studied this for 20 years.
Yeah, I remember Esther Hicks. You used to tell me to listen to her on the big fat iPods when I was riding my bike around Wagstaff. It would have been about 8 or 9.
It's interesting that people either don't know about it or can't be bothered doing it, but it's actually it's the essence of everything. And you try, and it's down to as little as controlling your sleep, like going to bed and getting a full night's sleep. People still won't do it because they want to stay up, watch Netflix. But I think to myself, I want to go to bed so I can wake up with a full tank. Nothing more important than that. Then you get up, and then you got to control your reactions to moods, to things. Something doesn't work out right in your life. To learn the art of taking your attention off that and focusing on something that is going right, even though you wanted that other thing to go right and it didn't. What do most people do? Most people focus on that thing for an hour, for a day, for 3 weeks. They're still talking about it 4.5 months later. I can't believe that happened. Oh, blah, 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 blah. They're just reliving it over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Your frequency's not going to upgrade. It's not going to go to a new place because you're stuck there. You're stuck 4.5 months ago talking about the time that this happened and your ex-boyfriend did this and this and that and this and that, this and that. And I can't move because this person, I'm so focused. But over here, you've got everything you want.
Not moving forward.
Yeah, over here, you're not willing to say, look at the beautiful sun today. How amazing is that? And how good is it that there's oxygen just everywhere and a CPAP mask that you can wear at night and feel so good. And you can eat pods and you can look at all the beautiful things that are going. And I don't mean pods as in the
chocolate,
junk food, the new ones that I ate.
Health ones.
I ate 2 of them on the way here for gut health. And there's so much opportunity that's unexplored over there. But you're focused over here where your ex-boyfriend did something 4.5 months ago and you keep talking about it. You're stuck. But there's a whole beautiful, all the things you want out there. The perfect guy is over there. Just stop looking over there. Keep going.
That was a good one here. Oh, yep. What actions do you take to, it's not really frequency, but I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
What actions do you take to avoid complacency, especially after hitting work/gym goals?
I don't get complacent. Complacent is you just lose interest.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You just like you got nothing to shoot at. I'm shooting for something all the time. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. When I say don't focus on what you want, I'm focused. I know what I want, but it's parked over there. So now my job is every day to go on a daily job. My daily job is constant improvement. Just a little bit more. Like today, I didn't go and train this morning. I slept till 6:18. I never wake up with an alarm clock. Never. I'm not ready. You can't. Like, don't. The only time I wake up with an alarm clock, if I have to go to the airport and it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I have to be there because I won't naturally wake up at that time. I make sure I wake up naturally every single day. And today I've got kids soccer at 9 o'clock. I wanted to sleep first. Sleep prioritizes over everything. So I slept. You reminded me to do this. We did this. Then I'll go to kids soccer. I'll train this afternoon. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so for me, every day I'm always like, where am I at? Where's my energy at? Where's my feelings at? Where's my frequency at? What do I need to do? If I trained this morning, Jack, I would have felt rushed. And that rushed feeling is something I avoid all the time. Because as soon as you're rushed, you're reactive. And when you're reactive, you're behind the energy. So that's really what I focus on every day. And complacency can't come. Like, it can't come because I want to be phenomenal. Like, I want to be the best that I can be. So that's a daily job. So how can you be complacent? I'm shooting for the best that I can do. You know, I watched a thing of Anthony Mundine. I was just thinking about this when I walked through the door. I sent it to you, did I?
Yeah, I don't know if you sent it to me, but I think I've seen this. I don't know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, it was on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he wasn't looking that, he was looking like pretty aged and pretty like just, I think of him as a bit of a like, you know, fit machine. And he was saying how amazing he is. And
how he's won this and won that.
He's a freak and I've done this. And I'm like, I know he's older. He's probably my age. He's older. But I'm like, I felt like he was living in the past of his achievements, which are great, phenomenal. But I was like, wow, it seems like he's, you know, when you're sitting in the bar and the guy's like, you know, I was a world champion thing, like, a bit like that.
Yeah.
When I walked through this door, I was actually thinking about him. And I was like, I wonder why he stopped pushing himself.
Do you think he got complacent and just...
I don't know. I mean, he's one of the biggest achievers in Australia. But I'm like, I wonder where his mind's at. Like, he stopped. He didn't look the reflection of health.
No, he looked quite weathered.
Weathered, yeah. He looked like, I don't know. And I was like, I want to be 60 and I want to be going for it. That's what I want to do. I've got 10 years to get to 60. But I'm like, I want to be like fit. I want to be like doing whatever, you know, creating a phenomenal life. I don't want to be reflecting on what was. I want to be looking it forward and going, what's possible? Like, what is possible? Like, right now, I'm in the middle of doing stuff with Tara in life and all that sort of stuff. But once all that's taken care of and she's on her way, I'm going to see what's possible with fitness, and because it all links together. I know I talk about it a lot, but I looked at Anthony Mundine and I'm like, he doesn't match what he was. And I know that he was in his prime of his life, but why can't you be in the prime at 50, 52? Why not? I think you can.
Do you think because you talk about it a lot as well, it kind of keeps the energy going?
Yeah.
That's why you talk about it so much?
Yeah. Because I don't want to look back later and go, oh, yeah, I was good 20 years ago. Like, that's great. That's awesome. But what about today? Like, today, I'm still got opportunity to live, see what I can do. Like, I want to be 55 years old and I want people to go, wow, how did that guy do that? Because it's all up here. It's all like, where are you going today? So complacency doesn't exist in my world. It just doesn't. Can't. I want it too much.
This kind of goes with the soccer game and stuff you're doing today. Balance, work life, family life.
Balance, work life, family life. I think this is a question that a lot of people ask. I don't have the answer. I think different things need different attentions at different times. So when I was younger, it was all work. Was that the right thing to do? Don't know. It was for me. And then now, Tara is really important. She's like right up there. Well, when I say really important, I make sure if I want to be a good partner, you got to water it. So I got to give it energy. And, you know, am I perfect at it? Probably not. But I'm like, I'm giving it a reasonable crack because I have some pretty decent, like, I don't know if you call them failures or whatever you call it before, but
A few speed bumps.
Yeah. I've got some definitely learning experiences. But if I want a successful relationship, I've got to water it. She understands me. I'm a bit different. I'm a little bit unique with
Just a bit.
a little bit. Like I think it's special person's got to work with my special requirements because I'm a pretty driven type of person and all that sort of stuff. But work-life balance, family, go to kids' soccer. Everything's just got to take a little bit of your energy everywhere, but I'd say work still takes the bulk of it.
Okay.
But I like it. I'm driven by it. I get energy from it. I think you got to be real with it. Like when I was made to do family things before and I wasn't, and a lot of my attention was on work, I just felt like I was dying inside. Like I think you've got to go with what lights you up, and the partner that you have has got to be a bit understanding of who you are. So Jordan's brother, James, he loves being at home with the family, mowing the lawn, working. I think he works, I don't know what he does, maybe the mines or something. Whereas, and we talked about this on the last podcast, that drives him. I don't know James very well. I know him. I've met him a few times and I understand, how it is. That drives him. For me, I get a lot of enjoyment from work. I get a lot of enjoyment from being at the factory and pushing myself, but I also get a lot of enjoyment seeing Tara happy. So I've got to make sure all of those blend together, but some will take more energy than others. I think you just got to be real with what really appeals to you. Be authentic. And if your partner's trying to change you to make them happy, you'll never make someone happy. You never will. You'll just get unhappy to make them happy. But when you're both like helping each other become great, I think you'll both be very happy. Like Tara, she has a business, she has her needs, she has this and
Very
that.
driven.
She likes going out with her friends and I like seeing her happy. So I'm very supportive of what lights her up.
Yeah, you'll always pick her up and stuff if she
Always.
goes out.
Always. Like she's she was talking to a friend the other day and her friend made it, her partner just said, get the bus home from Sydney.
Really?
And Tara's like I go down, if she needs a hand, I'll pick her up.
Yeah.
If she needs to, if she doesn't want me to, she can stay down there. But if she's down there with her friends and she's drinking and stuff, she's like, usually like, oh yeah, because I'll drive down, pick her up, bring her back.
Makes her feel safe
makes
too.
her
She
feel
knows you're there.
I was amazed that her friends like, yeah, just get the bus.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's craziness.
But you do that for people you really engage with, and you want to do that. You do it. You're happy to do it. And I am. I literally do anything for it.
Someone's asking where they can buy the gut pucks.
The gut pucks.
The gut pucks.
It's in development stage. I'm just working through all that soon. I actually want to turn that into a product. So bear with me. We will. I think Mick has the ability to make more, but I might try and see if I can get him on a podcast pretty soon. I've just got to make him talk normal language because he talks so medical. I don't know. You can't understand half of it. Anyway, I'll see if I can get him on a podcast.
This person's asking, when and how did you first realize frequency could make a difference? Was there a time?
Great question. This is an awesome question.
Yeah.
You got to understand, I was involved in really bad things when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I lived a life, literally nothing went right for long. So I was partying, I was doing all sorts of things. I was involved with people that were in that whole world. The energy I was living, it was exactly that. And when I pulled out of that and I got out of that and left Sydney and all of this, left all a big mess everywhere down there. And then I learnt, so Karina's mum gave me a set of CDs of Brian Tracy about goal setting. And then, you're right? Yep. And then about goal setting, and I learnt about goals. So her mum taught me about what a goal was. I had no idea. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So if I want that, I set a goal and then I go out and work towards it. And I learned about that, and then that opened up to something else and this and that. And what I saw over time was when I was making those sorts of decisions on that improvement in life constantly, I started to feel different. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, things just don't go that bad. Things are my whole life was like I was in a pinball machine before, just going from one headache to the next. And just living a life that was just everywhere. And then this way, it was a lot smoother. was like more interesting, and I was focused, and then one thing led to another. And that's what I mean. You don't have to go look for stuff about Esther Hicks or this person or that person. They'll actually just come in your way when you make a decision to attune to a higher vibration. So what that means is, I just wouldn't drink, Jackson. I just wouldn't. I reckon alcohol is the biggest frequency killer. I reckon.
Yeah,
that's just what I think. In life, it's going to make you unhappy. It's going to send you into depression, I reckon. And look where depression is on the bottom. It's at the bottom of the emotional guidance scale. But when I stop drinking, even now, same thing. I'll be careful what I put in my body, as in food. Like, you eat junk food a little bit sometimes, but I'm looking for what's going to make my body hum more. You know when you're humming?
Yeah.
I mean really humming, like you were when I walked up here?
Yeah.
That's what I go for every day. Because you'll meet someone like Mick, the pods guy, through Bryce. Even how I met Bryce. Like, look where the meeting Bryce has gone, like the factory, 31 minutes, this and that, and branding this and that. Even 31 minutes. Look where that's come from.
Yeah.
I decided to go get fit because I looked terrible.
You look really different back then.
I did. I looked terrible. And I decided to go get fit. And then I stuck at it. My frequency changed. And then this come. And then I posted a couple of things. And then this come. And then I added 1 minute. And then this come. And then this come. And now all this 31 minutes has come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's a great illustration of, you don't need to look for these things. You hear something, you go with it, and then you want to absorb yourself in it, like Esther Hicks or something. So everyone listening to this has just heard about Esther Hicks. Go listen to her. Go listen to her. And she's going to change your world in how you think. She's not easy to listen to in the beginning, but then that's going to lead to something else and lead to something else. But your job is to stay like, you want to be a beacon of frequency pulsing out of you that's on a journey of betterment, enlightenment. It's called enlightenment. You want to try and find your level of enlightenment. And that is surrounding yourself with people that are awesome, filling your mind with, it's all in your control, filling your mind daily with things that feel good. Don't listen to the news and things that alter your frequency down. And guard yourself from all of those things. Eat really well. Stop drinking. Don't take drugs. Be a good, kind person. Focus on things that are going right. Focus on things that feel good. Read your vision consistently every day. Take care of people. Don't be in a rush of desperation to get somewhere. Slowly, gently, slowly, gently, slowly, gently. And you'll find in 6 months' time, 12 months' time, 2 years' time, you'll have a completely different life. Completely. Everything will match it. Bit more money, bit more this, bit better people, great partner. If you've got a crap partner, go on your journey of frequency. You watch, they'll leave your life. Zoop, out they go. They just won't want to be with you anymore. Your frequencies don't match. You don't even have to go and say to them, hey, I don't like you, and go through all this dramatic thing. You know, both of my divorces, I've never fought with one of them, like before. I don't, because I've genuinely cared about them. And people go into courts and this and fight and that and this and that. I just genuinely cared about they were okay. And sure, it's uncomfortable and it's a bit of a management thing, and like, oh, am I going to be all right? And I've got to rebuild and all this. But I genuinely cared about their position. And it's like, you do that and you keep moving forward and you keep moving forward. And same goes with life. Like today I've got work. I could be in a real rush today, but I make my day around, I can get to kids' sport, and I'm not rushing into the day. Little things like that, Jack, that'll lead me to someone today that'll be the next opportunity for something else. That's work-life balance. Is that work-life balance? Is that the question we talked about? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But anyway, whatever it was, that's my frequency rant. One more question.
I'm just trying to find, because they're kind of all like similar.
Yeah, if there's nothing there, there's nothing there.
This might be a good one to end on, how to find your drive. You've answered it before.
How to find your drive.
Yeah.
The best thing I can say to you is your vision. You write a vision for yourself. Write it. And have a story for your life. What are you shooting for? You're walking through this life every day, spending 12 hours working, 24 hours a day, go to sleep, wake up. What are you actually striving for? That's why I'm so driven, Jack. I know exactly what I want to be worth. I know exactly where I want to live. I know exactly whatever, but I don't do it as in like, today I'm going to do this to get that. It's a story for my life that it's a bit of a movie where I'd like to end up, but it's gentle. It's a gentle, I get excited by it. I don't get like, oh, I'm going to go get this thing and I'm going to make myself successful and wealthy. Not at all. It's just like, I know where I'm headed and I know that vision is totally going to happen if I align myself frequency wise with that. If I become the highest frequency version of myself, all of those things plus more are going to find me. And that's the secret to life.